Richards, Bates, Harvey. Names spanning generations, all etched into Australian motorsport folklore. Now the next generation of racers carried those famous names into the Toyota GAZOO Racing Australia 86 Series. There will be pressure, but with it comes pleasure and pain. But that is racing.
Oh yeah, obviously I think the last name speaks for itself when it comes to my grandpa. Obviously 7 Bathurst 1000s, 4 Australian touring car titles, as well as a whole list of other achievements as well, and the same goes for Dad as well, with 5 Bathursts and multiple wins in supercars competitions. So some people might think it might come with a bit of pressure for myself, but I don't take any pressure from that at all. I just go out on track, do the best I can and have fun.
Yeah, so obviously the Bates name is renowned for rallying in Australia and yeah, overseas. So to come from a background like that, I'm very fortunate to be able to take the knowledge and yeah, all the information that they give me. Yeah, I'm very fortunate to be in that position. I wouldn't say I'm forced into it, but I was always destined for it. Obviously with Neil and Rick and Harry and Lewis. So yeah, I mean, it's awesome sport. I wouldn't want to be playing any other sport.
Obviously, my granddad's passed. He's been a massive influence on my current position in motorsport, and his wings at Bathurst, and his just all-round development with the HET, and all of Australian motorsport in general.
Very safe this suit?
Yeah, well, I think so. It was back in, like it's over 50 years old. But that was the suit to have back in the day.
So I feel like that he's definitely had a massive influence on me as a driver, and that's sort of the reason why I got into motorsport when I was a young fella.
Yeah, look, I live and breathe motorsport. I think about it all the time. Yeah, obviously spend some time on the sim as well. Even on weekends as well, Dad and I will be prepping race cars, ready for whenever we go out next, whether it's a test day or a race event. But yeah, I love it.
It really wasn't until Clay was 13 that he sort of worked out, oh wow, this is actually pretty good, and then he had a go of a go-kart, and that's sort of what he wanted to do. But he's always been of the understanding that there are no leg ups, there's no step ups. You don't get any priority because of your surname. You have to earn it.
I do a lot of mountain biking outside the sport. I love mountain biking, running, anything outdoors. Mountain biking sharpens the reflexes, so yeah, I mean, they're all like just hand-eye coordination as well is another big thing that it's really good for. So yeah, and fitness, of course. You get a lot of upper body strength and also legs, obviously. So yeah, it's awesome.
I love to go to the gym, but on a weekday I work in construction at the moment with a few of my mates. So it's fun doing that. Hard labour, obviously. I work pretty hard for myself, but no, it obviously rewards myself. I keep fit. Well, obviously 86 is a fantastic development series. I've developed as a driver and as a person in this series. I feel like the cars are absolutely perfect for a young up-and-coming driver.
It teaches you a lot about racecraft, and as well, all the cars are equal as well. So at the end of the day, it comes down to driver skill and technique.
And in terms of putting driver skills to the test, the challenge doesn't get much greater than Mount Panorama.
Is it just normal racing line for the wet, or is it some wet lines?
It's quite hard here because of the way the cambers on the road are.
Yeah.
The crowning is on the road.
Yeah.
So you kind of can't use the wider lines because the way the camber is on the road on those outer edges falls away. The road falls away. So you're better off just being on the racing line and using the camber.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
If we could qualify in the top 10 or just out of it, that'd be a really good result. And just move forward every race, finish every race as well, and just be consistent as well. That's the aim.
With the rain causing uncertainty over race conditions, Rick Bates and the team are pushing ahead, working on Zach's car with a dry setup.
We're just setting everything so if we do need to change it, we can change it quickly. So there's not going to be that drama of coming down here and rushing it and doing it. We just preset everything. So if it does start raining, we can just change it quickly.
A new day and the track surface is drying out, but prior to qualifying, there are concerns for Emerson Harvey's car.
I didn't get any laps in, unfortunately due to a fuel pump issue. It's at high revs, fuel just not going to the motor, so unfortunately I had to cut the session pretty short, which is unfortunate because now it's qualifying and I have no practice. The boys have fixed it up, everything seems to be running okay. Obviously we'll find out in a couple of hours when quali starts, so hope for the best and we'll see how the weekend goes. Yeah.
It's a mixed bag in qualifying. Zach Bates puts his car on the front row of the grid. Clay Richards is knocking on the door of the top 10, starting in 12th. For Emerson Harvey, qualifying proves to be a very steep learning curve. His first time here at Bathurst. He'll start the races towards the rear of the field.
Continue to get the gist of the track, so just trying my best at this stage into the first race. So I just need to pick up some pace and just get my mind in the right place with this track.
Following qualifying, it's time to pore over the data to find where those vital tenths of a second can be made up on the track.
How much lower were they?
Well, the rears are 3.5 pound. Fronts are
33.5.
fronts are probably 3 pound. Yeah, but it's you know you want them to be at that pressure on the third and fourth lap.
Yeah.
Which they wouldn't have been. They would have been low. So that's a bummer. That's all right. 12th's good. 12th's really good. Come and have a look. So it's all you're just not deep enough, mate. And you got on the throttle better. 243 to 249. They're like 6 metres deeper on that last lap, and you carried it through the middle of the corner. So that's all you, buddy. That's driver.
Obviously, we'll change pressures.
Yeah.
So just accommodate for that.
Yeah.
That's it.
And it wasn't too sliding. And what did you do at Skyline? Just went a bit over and what?
Way too deep.
Really? And did you have a moment? Yep.
Oh, I like cut the inside grass and whatever. I was like, ooh,
Right.
dial it back a bit. Like I was on the limiter and fourth going into it.
Yeah, really all we ask is, of him is what he wants the car to do. Does he want it, what's he wanted to do better, and then we work on trying to make that happen.
And the Toyotas are on the international stage here at Mount Panorama. Bates wins the race down towards turn 1. Zach Bates holds off strong challenges from Will Brown and Lockie Gibbons to take race 4 at Mount Panorama. It's a great start from Will Brown. He might just have enough to swing across in front of Zach Bates down here at turn 1. The young 18-year-old from Canberra does enough to hang on. And that has now brought the race under safety car conditions. The AMG safety car will go and pace the field. Green flag, next one will be the checkers. Let's go racing at the mountain.
So for the second race in a row, we've got a one-lap dash with Bates leading us down into the final turn. And the streak is continuing here today at Mount Panorama.
15 straight podiums and 10 wins now for Zach Bates. And he is incredibly consistent in these cars.
It was basically a repeat of last race pretty much, like one lap dash at the end, safety car for 3 laps. It was literally a repeat. Obviously the safety car brought it all together. So I had to nail that one lap with Lockie behind me. Had to try and nail every exit so he couldn't catch me on the straight. So yeah, managed to get the win, which is cool.
And Clay moves up in the standings as he takes 8th place.
Yeah, it was a good race. Yeah, really good race. Car felt really good, and first top 10 finish for me as well, so I'm stoked.
While a driving error in the heat of the battle leaves Emerson ruining a missed opportunity as he finishes in 26th place.
On the back straight there, missed a gear and lost a few positions, which was pretty unfortunate because it buried me deep in that field. So unfortunately, one of those races where you make a mistake and it costs you a fair bit, especially at Bathurst.
And your winner of race number 5, back again, Zach Bates. Good on you, Zach. Well done, buddy. And that was 15 straight podiums to that point for Zach, from the first race in Townsville all the way to that race there. As the teams leave the garages for the final race of the weekend, trouble is brewing in the Harvey garage as they race the clock to have Emerson's car ready to make the starting grid. Zach Bates on a hat-trick here at Bathurst. Can he complete the 3 from 3 sweep? And a change for the lead. It's been a while, but Zach Bates is looking at the back now of Lockie Gibbons.
Pulls out to make the move. Gives him enough racing room. He'll have the better line. He's used the curb, Bates. Unsettles the car. Gibbons locks up for a split second, but manages to hold the lead. He covers him off nicely.
Fight for the lead. Here comes Will Brown. He's going ultra aggressive. And he swoops to the lead.
Down to the GAZOO dipper we go. Lap 4 of 6 in the final race of the weekend. 5 cars in a position here to potentially win the race.
Here comes Kasha. Can he go for the lead for the first time? He's got the momentum and on the brakes down here at the chase. This is the hard part. And Brown is just wiggling away down there at the chase to swing back to the lead. The intriguing thing here is Zach Bates is actually, but he's supported by Will Brown, and he's wide, and he might actually be beached. Can he get that out of there? No! And this will have huge championship ramifications. Will Brown, a winner at Bathurst again in the Toyota GAZOO Racing Australia 86 Series. While it was not the finish to the weekend Zach would have wanted, he leaves Mount Panorama with 2 race wins and still plenty of momentum going forward.
Well, I was on the outside of a car on the last turn and I just ran wide and put it in the gravel trap and got a DNF. So not a great way to end the weekend, but plenty of positives to take out of it, and looking forward to the next one.
It was a race weekend that just went from bad to worse for Emerson Harvey and his team. He'll be hoping to put any car issues behind him and come back stronger as the series heads towards the halfway mark.
That was a great race. Just good racing overall, and to come away with 7th, I'm absolutely wrapped.
Tell us 2 top 10 finishes you got, buddy. 2 top 10 finishes you got along Bathurst, eh?
Yeah, it's great. I love coming here now. I want to come here every round now.
For more videos like this, click here or subscribe to Toyota Australia's YouTube channel here.
Oh, what a feeling. Toyota.